Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are here filming the second weekly paycheck for the month of July. And that paycheck is going to be $1,448. I did increase that amount a little bit from prior budget videos. 1,448. So when I increase the paycheck amount, just know that all that's doing is decreasing the amount in our savings sweep line, which is what I use to cover overspending. If we get a pay raise, I would let you know that there was actual raise involved, but when I do this, it's just lowering that amount. But it's also refining our budget because I've added in a category, so yeah, to help us not overspend. All right, so my husband's gas is $2.40. At least that's what we budget. I might have to increase that if we do this whole travel across thing. My gas is $2.35. And Christmas for us is a separate check. So my husband does get a $200 reimbursement check for cell phone and gas, which we just put to this line for Christmas. And that's what we use for Christmas. At his prior job, he used to get a uniform allowance and it would come in November. And so we always just use that towards Christmas. And so when he got this job, we kind of just did the same thing. It's a reimbursement that he gets, and we just put it towards Christmas. So Christmas for other people, we have to put $25. Tithe, we're putting $77. Oil changes is $10. My oil changes $10. These are all my husband's micro categories here. Motorcycle is $5, or motorcycle oil change, I should say, is $5. I told my husband that I said, sell your motorcycle so we can pay for the lacrosse. And he looked at me like I had six heads. But meanwhile, and then he said, but it's not running because I have to rebuild the carburetor. And I'm like, someone else will buy it with a broken carburetor and rebuild it. And he wasn't happy that I said that. But, yeah. Don't worry, guys. It's all in we're good. We're good. But, just trying to number crunch the numbers to see if it is realistic and we can make it work. My tires, $35. If you guys have been around, you know the motorcycle. That's why I commented on the motorcycle, because he doesn't ride it. He hasn't ridden it in like 3 years. We're just too busy. He can't even find time to fix it, let alone ride it. So it's a little running joke around here. All right. The car registration for my car is $7. Car inspection for my car is $3. Car registration for my husband's car, $7. Car inspection for my husband's car, $3. Motorcycle inspection, $1. Motorcycle registration, $5. Car repairs, $17 for my car and $17 for my husband's car. Office supplies is $25. One of the categories I'm considering adding is a YNAB subscription category, because I've been taking the YNAB subscription out of office supplies, but a lot of times when I do that, it goes negative. So I am toying with the idea of actually pulling that out and making it its own category, because it probably should be its own category. But we'll see. Pool maintenance is $10. Yard maintenance is $10. And house maintenance is $20. And we don't have any kind of landscaping or pool people or anything. It's my husband. He's the pool man and the yard man. But we do need to set aside money for those things when we need stuff. In case you're wondering. Vacations. So for vacations, we are setting aside $100. For birthdays for our own immediate family, we're setting aside $30. For birthdays for other people, we're setting aside $35. Rabies, we have the $5 in there, and we have my dog scheduled for that, so that'll happen this month. To be honest, though, a lot of times my husband just uses $5 from his pocket, and the same $5 just stays there. We'll see, though, if that happens. I could technically take it out of the cash that we have in the house and then add it to that log and then, reconcile it that way. I might do that. I don't know. Dog food is $20. Heartgard is $8, and Frontline is $5, and $10 towards vet expenses. $7 for medications and prescriptions. $30 for doctor's copays, and $25 for the eye doctor. And this includes glasses too, if we have to buy glasses. Motorcycle insurance, $7. Look at all these motorcycle categories, guys. All this money, we could funnel it right to the lacrosse category. Oh my goodness. Maybe that's why my husband doesn't want to sit down with me. I keep picking on his motorcycle. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Home decor. I am not putting anything towards this. It's already negative. And it probably will be even more negative as we finish up my girls' room makeover. Yeah. That'll be a conversation for the closeout for July. All right. We'll move on from that. $8. And school events is 23. Almost thought it said 32. $23, and school supplies is getting $10, and I'm just thinking, it's my daughter's senior year. I probably am going to need more money than that, but I guess we'll just cross those bridges when we get there. The dog kennel stays as is. We don't put any more money into it because we honestly don't kennel our dogs. This is really the emergency dog kennel emergency fund. We have to kennel our dogs for some reason. We have a really old boxer. One boxer is 14 years old, and so neither one of them, I think, would fare well. They literally are attached to us. If we were to board them, it would probably be a pet sitting situation where we would have somebody come just stay here if we did it, because so $1 going to my husband's license, and $1 going to my license, and Amazon Prime is getting $10. And don't know why. It's probably because I've been using some of this to do the savings challenge videos. That's why it says minus 191, I think. I hope. All right, so now this is the new category that I added. I call it laddered savings. If you saw the Transfer Tuesday, I explained it there. So basically, before we were doing saving challenges, like back when I was a cash envelope budgeter and wasn't even on YouTube, I had like a method where I looked at it like our savings goals are most important to least important. You got your baby emergency fund, and I got our big emergency fund, and then I had um, retirement, and then the kids' college, and I would list the kids like in age order, and it kind of work my way down, and I would focus on one at a time. And once that one got funded, then I could put money to the next one that was the most important, and just work my way down the list rather than randomly putting money into all of them, kind of how the savings challenges work. And so, being that we had to tap our emergency fund and uh, I need to refill that, I want to make sure that we are laser focused at that. So, I was thinking about it and I was like, I didn't want to stop saving challenges altogether and go to that method totally. So, I'm doing a combo method where this $100 here is going directly to that most important goal, which in this case is the emergency fund. And then the 226 is going to go towards my savings challenges. So these ones will get a little bit more randomly allocated through the three goals that we have. If that makes sense. So I'm going to do it until the emergency fund is fully funded. And if I like this method with both, like having both kind of I call it laddered because, uh, if you have a fully funded emergency fund and you're working on other goals, but if you basically have to use that for something, it's like kind of like chutes and ladders. You hit the chute and you have to go back and you have to fill in the emergency fund first before you keep going with the other goals. And so that's why I kind of nicknamed it the ladder savings. So I'm going to try the combo method and see how it goes. And once our emergency fund is funded, if I like doing this, I might keep it. So we'll see. Anyway, we have budgeted out all of that second paycheck for the month of July. And I'm hoping that we are less overspent because I already know with the girls' room project still underway that there's going to be some overspending. But hopefully I will do better in the grocery department because I'm focusing on that. Yeah. But anyways, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share my channel with others. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.